What's up, nerds? Welcome back to part two of podcast 158. I have three more rounds for you today. We're going to get right into them. As always, the game was designed for you to play part one first, but you do you. You do you. If you want to start with part two, so be it. Part two's rounds are going to be another round of listum, municipalities, and then music themes. Let's do this. Let's do this. Round number 4, list them. All right, the way list them works is I have a list, just like last time. I have a list. This time I'm looking for the top 5 countries with the most billionaires. This is according to a 2025 article by Forbes. You need to try to identify the top 5 correct answers. To do this, you get to make 7 guesses in any order. If you're scoring, you'll be awarded 2 points for each correct answer. So, again, I have a list. Top 5 countries with the most billionaires. This is according to Forbes, a 2025 article by Forbes. Try to identify those top 5 countries with the most billionaires. To do this, you get to make 7 guesses in any order. For the purposes of scoring, you'll be awarded 2 points for each correct answer. So, what I would do, pause now, think about it in your head. Talk about it with whoever you are with. And then when you're ready, press play, and I'm going to reveal the answers. Those top 5 countries with the most billionaires. Try to identify those top 5 countries in 7 guesses. You get 7 guesses to identify the top 5. You're awarded 2 points for each correct answer. Pause. Pause now, because I'm going to reveal those answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, let's do this. First of all, the countries that just missed the cut. Okay, you get no points for guessing the United Kingdom, which has 55 billionaires, but pat yourself on the back, you were close. Number 9, the 9th most billionaires, that would be Brazil with 56. For number 8, they had Hong Kong with 66, even though, I don't know, is Hong Kong its own country? I wouldn't consider it one, but hey, whatever. I didn't make the list. Number 7, Italy with 74 billionaires. And then number 6, Canada with 76 billionaires. Again, pat yourself on the back if you guessed any of those. You don't get any points, but you can feel good about yourself for making a good guess. All right, now let's start awarding some points. Give yourself 2 points if you guessed Russia was the 5th most billionaires. Russia with 140 billionaires. Germany, the 4th most billionaires, 171. India, the 3rd most billionaires, 205. China with the 2nd most billionaires, 450. And then, of course, number 1, the United States with 902 billionaires. So again, those correct answers are Russia, Germany, India, China, and the United States. Give yourself 2 points for each of those that you guessed correctly. All right, that was round number 4. List them. That was round number 4. List them. Coming up, we got round number 5, municipalities. All right, round number 5, municipalities. The way this one works, and this is going to be a little bit different if you are just listening along, or if you are, say, on Spotify now, you can watch my video. Or on YouTube, you can watch my video. So if you're watching the video on YouTube and Spotify, you're going to see 10 pictures of 10 different municipalities. If you're just listening along, though, you'll have to hear my clues. So I have 10 municipalities. These may be real or fictional. You need to guess each municipality. All right. Again, if you are watching the visual, you just saw 10 images flash up on your screen. If you don't have the video, don't worry. I'm going to do a pretty good job describing what these pictures are. All right, item number 1. From June 1948 to September 1949, Western Allies made over 250,000 flights carrying more than 2 million tons of supplies to this blockaded city. Name that city. All right, number 2. In 2008's The Dark Knight, Batman travels to this Chinese city to capture a corrupt businessman and bring him back to Gotham. Okay, number 3. In 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria and his wife were assassinated in this city. All right, number 4. In a 1942 film, Dooley Wilson portrayed Sam, a musician who sang songs like As Time Goes By to patrons of a fictional nightclub in this city. Number 5. Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup protect this fictional city in the Powerpuff Girls. Number 6. A famous symbol of this European city depicts twins drinking milk from a she-wolf. Name that city. All right, number 7. Bluey, Bingo, and the rest of the Heeler family live in this Australian city. All right, number 8. After their famous Miracle on Ice victory over the Soviet Union, the U.S. men's hockey team went on to win gold at the 1980 Winter Olympics in this municipality. Number 9. This Asian city's skyline features 3 towers that support a massive sky park at the top of the Marina Bay Sands Resort. Name that city. And then number 10, built in 1885 and demolished in 1931, the 10-story home insurance building is often cited as the world's first skyscraper due to its steel frame construction. Name the American city where it stood. All right, everybody, pause now if you want more time. Pause now if you want more time. I'm going to go over the answers. Well, we'll go over those again one more time, and then we'll reveal the answers, of course. All right, here we are. Number one, from June 1948 to September 1949, Western Allies made over 250,000 flights carrying more than 2 million tons of supplies to this blockaded city. Yeah, such a cool story. I love Cold War history. I find that's just such a cool topic. Such a cool topic. So that is referring to the Berlin airlift. That is referring to the Berlin airlift. So the answer number 1, Berlin. All right, number 2. In 2008's The Dark Knight, Batman travels to this Chinese city to capture a corrupt businessman and bring him back to Gotham. Yeah, for the live game, I just displayed the picture without any context. And it's Batman kind of standing over the city's skyline. And everyone just guessed Gotham City. I don't know. I don't like to think that my trivia is too hard, but I would never do something that easy where it's just Batman standing over a city and the answer is Gotham City. No, it's Hong Kong. Hong Kong. He went to Hong Kong to capture that guy, I forget his name, capture that guy, bring him back to Gotham. That was such a sweet scene. Such a cool scene. All right, number 3. In 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria and his wife, they were assassinated in this city. Yeah, that's going to be Sarajevo. All right, number 4. In a 1942 film, Dooley Wilson portrayed Sam, a musician who sang songs like As Time Goes By to patrons of a fictional nightclub in this city. Yeah, my wife and I just watched this movie for the first time and absolutely loved it. That would be Casablanca. All right, number 5. Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. They protect this fictional city in the Powerpuff Girls. What city is that? That would be Townsville. All right, number 6. A famous symbol of this European city depicts twins drinking milk from a she-wolf. Yeah, that would be Romulus and Remus. Those are the twins. Rome. Rome. That was sort of like the founding story of Rome, is that these twins founded it. I don't know. I teach US history. I don't teach Roman history, so I'm really, really foggy with my Roman history. It's been a long time since I've thought about the Roman Empire. I get that I'm supposed to think about it constantly, but it's been a while. It has been a while. All right, Rome, the answer to number 6. Number 7, Bluey, Bingo, and the rest of the Heeler family. They live in this Australian city. Yeah, actual landmarks from this city appear in Bluey. I've never been, but we know a guy from there, and he says it's pretty cool to see sights from Brisbane in one of his kids' favorite shows. Brisbane, the answer to number 7. All right, number 8. After their famous Miracle on Ice victory over the Soviet Union, the U.S. men's hockey team went on to win gold at the 1980 Winter Olympics in this municipality. Yeah, I called it a municipality because it wouldn't be fair to call it a city. I think it's technically a village. It's technically a village. Not many people live there, only a few thousand maybe. Lake Placid, New York. All right, number 9. This Asian city skyline features 3 towers that support a massive sky park at the top of the Marina Bay Sands Resort. What city is that? I feel like this sky park would be so cool. I want to go there someday. It looks sweet. We are talking about Singapore. And then number 10, built in 1885 and demolished in 1931, the 10-story home insurance building is often cited as the world's first skyscraper due to its steel frame construction. Name the American city where it stood. Yeah, I worked this one in because my wife was supposed to go here for work earlier this week. That would be Chicago. Massive snowstorm over the weekend in the Midwest. Not a lot of flights getting out, especially not a lot of flights getting out when you wanted them to get out. So my wife wasn't able to go. But the world's first skyscraper, or at least what is often cited as the world's first skyscraper, by today's standards, you wouldn't even call it a skyscraper. But at the time, 10 stories, that would have been massive. That would have towered over any other building at that time. Yeah, that was in Chicago. All right, that was round number 2, municipalities. We got one more for you. Round number 6. Round number 6 is music themes. Round number 6, music themes. So this round contains lyrics from 10 songs, all related to a common theme. Today's theme is time. So each of these songs relates to the theme of time. You need to identify each song's title. All right, here we go. Number 1, here are the lyrics. I didn't really mean to hurt you. I didn't want to see you go. I know I made you cry, but baby. All right, what song is that? All right, number 2. Lyric goes, after my picture fades and darkness has turned to gray, watching through windows, you're wondering if I'm okay. All right, number 3. Time for you to go out to the places you will be from. All right, number 4. Your arms are my castle. Your heart is my sky. They wipe away tears that I cry. All right, number 5. Just remember, you're the one thing I can't get enough of. So I'll tell you something. This could be love, because all right, number 6, I'm a one-way motorway. I'm a road that drives away, then follows you back home. All right, number 7, but then we laugh and talk all evening, which is totally bizarre. Nothing like the life I've led so far. Number 8, come senators, congressmen, please heed the call. Don't stand in the doorway. Don't block up the hall. And then number 9, I don't know why I said it like that. There's a number 10 also. I don't know. I'm losing it, guys. I'm losing it. Number 9, celebrate and dance so free. Music's got me feeling so free. And now, number 10, call me a relic, call me what you will. Say I'm old fashioned, say I'm over the hill. All right. Went over each of those ones. Pause now if you want more time. I'll go over each of those lyrics again, and then I'm going to reveal the answers. All right, let's do this. I didn't really mean to hurt you. I didn't want to see you go. I know I made you cry, but baby, what song is that? But baby, if I could turn back time by Cher is the answer to number 1. All right, number 2. After my picture fades and darkness has turned to gray, watching through windows, you're wondering if I'm okay. Such a banger. Such a banger. Arguably my favorite on the list, for sure in my top 2 of this round. That would be Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper. Such a banger. All right, number 3. Actually, this is another banger. I love this one. Number 3, time for you to go out to the places you will be from. Yeah, that's going to be a Minnesota band. That is Semisonic's Closing Time. Closing Time. Time for you to go out to the places you will be from. I love that lyric. Love it so much. Apparently the song's about a baby being born. Kind of uses the analogy of a bar closing down, but it's about a baby being born. I think it also makes a good graduation song. You know what? I'm going to do a Spotify poll. Spotify listeners, yes or no, Closing Time by Semisonic also makes a good graduation song. Time for you to go out to the places you will be from. I love that line. Love that line. All right. Number 4. Your arms are my castle. Your heart is my sky. They wipe away tears that I cry. Yeah, that's going to be Every Time We Touch by Cascada. All right, number 5. Just remember, you're the one thing I can't get enough of. So, I'll tell you something. This could be love because I've had the time of my life. The time of my life. Bill Medley and Jennifer Warnes. Of course, that was Dirty Dancing. Dirty Dancing. I almost messed it up and said Footloose. Dirty Dancing, for sure. Lock it in. Just because I write trivia doesn't mean I'm good at trivia. Just remember that. All right. Number 6. I'm a one-way motorway. I'm a road that drives away, then follows you back home. Another great song, Times Like These by the Foo Fighters. All right, number 7. But then we laughed and talked all evening. Oh, sorry, that was not past tense. But then we laugh and talk all evening, which is totally bizarre. Nothing like the life I've led so far. Somewhere in someone's car, there is a kid that doesn't know any of these songs. It's like, that one's from Frozen. For the first time in forever, from the Frozen soundtrack. Great song, great soundtrack. All right, number 8. Come senators, congressmen, please heed the call. Don't stand in the doorway. Don't block up the hall. Yeah, another Minnesota reference on this one. The Times They Are A-Changin' by Bob Dylan. We have 2 Minnesota artists in there between Bob Dylan and Semisonic. And actually, Quiet Drive, another Minnesota band, did a really great cover of Time After Time. So, we'll call it 2. We'll call it 2 for Minnesota, but got to mention the sweet cover by Quiet Drive of Time After Time. That was a good one. All right, number 9. Celebrate and dance so free. Music's got me feeling so free. Celebrate and dance so free. Music's got me feeling so free. What song is that? That would be One More Time by Daft Punk. And then number 10, call me a relic. Call me what you will. Say I'm old-fashioned. Say I'm over the hill. Yeah, that's going to be Bob Seger's Old Time Rock and Roll. Old Time Rock and Roll. That was round number 6. Music themes. Thank you so much for playing. That's all I have for today. I do want to say again, the next live trivia game, Friday, April 17th. I'd love to have you there. Join the Facebook if you're not on the Facebook already. I'd love to see you there. It's so cool. Like, my favorite thing about this podcast is, 1, it's fun to write, but 2, it's just really cool being able to meet people. You know, like, I think a podcast, in many ways, it's kind of like one-way communication. Like, most of the podcasts I listen to, I'm never actually going to talk to any of those people. I'm never going to actually be able to talk to any of those podcasters. But like with the trivia, like, yeah, I record myself and put this out there. But 1, a lot of you have messaged and have come on and done a recording with me, which is always cool. Appreciate Dylan and family for joining me earlier. But then also, like, a lot of you have played the live game, which is also just a ton of fun. And like, I've gotten to know a lot of you, have made some nice friends. Like, it's just so cool. It is so cool to be able to do that. And again, to have a Friday night where you don't have to leave the house is also just super sweet. Like, I don't know. I like getting out. Don't get me wrong. Going out is fun, but so is staying in and still being social. That's also fun. So would love to see you Friday, April 17th, 8 p.m. Central. Join the Facebook page. You'll get the event invite. If you're not a Facebook person, just email me at pubtriviagroup@gmail.com. I'll get you set up. And then, yeah, if you're interested in supporting the podcast, the best way you could support the podcast, leaving a 5-star rating on Spotify or Apple. I really appreciate everyone that does that. All right, everyone, that is all I have for today. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you next time. Peace out and pod on, you nerds. See ya.